Hey everybody, welcome to a brand new game on my channel called Kerbal Space Program. Now this game has been out for quite some time and I've dabbled with it a little and I really wanted to, showcase it here on the channel, and I want to play Kerbal Space Program for quite some time with you guys, obviously. And I just want to, get something a little bit different. Still a space game, building ships and all that kind of stuff. But this time it's more realistic, let's put it that way. We have a planet, we have a moon, we actually have a whole solar system. Now, what's the point of this game? So these are Kerbals, okay? They're like the dumber version of humans, although they don't exactly go into war or anything with each other. They just like to go to space. So this game is all about launching rockets, doing research, or you can sort of say research. It's just by unlocking different tech and all that kind of stuff, and then using that tech to get better and better rockets to fly further and further away and explore new areas. So this is just basically, how could I put it, a NASA simulator, I think. Okay, that's the best I can think of. Yeah. Anything else I wanted to point out? Okay, let's go ahead and start a new game. All right, we're gonna say start new. We're going to call this the BK Let's Play for YouTube. There we go. We're going into career. I don't have a flag or anything yet. Yeah, I will figure out how to do this thing. We will not have our own flag at this stage. What I'm gonna do is this missing crews respawn. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch that off. Okay, the reason for that is that if I do mess something up, the Kerbals will if they are in there, in the spaceship and it crashes, they will not be they will not be there anymore. It's like, yeah. So we have communications network. This is something that has been introduced some time ago. Not too sure. I think it's 1.2, I think. Version 1.2. We are now version many. Also, the reason why I want to play this game is there might be an off chance that Kerbal Space Program 2 is going to release. So I just want to get my head into this game, get the sense, the feeling of how to play and all that kind of jazz, and then we should be good to go for Kerbal Space Program 2, which is not just limited to a solar system, but there might be intergalactic or something, or interstellar systems in it. I'm not too sure. But in any case, let's quickly go to advanced. Requires signal. That one I'm going to keep off. I don't know what plasma blackout is. That is very interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and accept that. And let's go ahead and start the game. So, we are basically going to just build rockets and things. That is very, very loud. Let's meet Gene Kerman. Welcome to the Space Center. Okay, thanks. Got it. So, let me just quickly go and change out the audio. Just a scooch. And there we go. Resume. Alright, that sounds a little bit better. Right-clicking, holding in right-click to move this around. And yeah, so we have a runway over there. We have a launch pad over there. We have admin building. We have research and development. We have an astronaut complex. And we have a tracking station and mission control. So, basically, how can we... Don't worry about that little black thing. It is a little thing the developers put in, I think, not too long ago to showcase, like, little Easter eggs in the game. Alright, what we need to do is, first of all, go to mission control. Hello, Gene Kerman. So, first of all, we are going to launch our first vessel. Okay, we are taking contracts now. We can have a maximum of 2 of them. And we get an advance, and we get some extra money when we complete this. And we get some science. Let's go ahead and take that. And then gather science from Kerbal. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that. We're gonna leave facility. Can we zoom in? Oh, I never thought you could zoom in. Oh, you can zoom out as far as well. So let me quickly go about like what is everything here. So I just basically explained all the buildings and things. Mission controls over there. We have a space plane hangar for this runway. This runway is very janky. It looks like a government road in South Africa with the lesser known cities or towns, I should say. All the roads literally look like this. Then we have our mission control, which we were just at now. We grab your contracts and whatnot. Tracking station is to view, like, track your satellites and all that kind of stuff. We will be playing with that at some stage. Research and R&D, basically. We will, when we get our research points, we come here and spend our research points to unlock various technologies and whatnot. Astronaut complex and admin building. I'm not really sure what they do. Let's quickly check it out. Okay, so I don't think we'll ever visit this though. Astronaut complex is where we go and hire various astronauts and whatnot, and this is who we have already. Okay, and then R&D is basically like a long tech tree, which we can go and spend our science points over here. And yeah, so we have a contract to do science from Kerbal and also launch our first vehicle. So let's go into the VAB, or Vehicle Assembly Bay. And this is Werner von Kerman, Chief Rocketry Engineer. Okay, cool. So let me see, okay, can I do anything yet? Right, so we have a Mark 1 command pod, which we'll just click and do that. Right click to move around the mouse. A mouse wheel to scroll up and down. And I think shift is to zoom in and out. Okay. So now that we have that, let's go to fuel tanks. We don't have anything. Let's go to engines. We have a solid fuel booster, which we can click, and as we can see, we have these little snapping points which we can just plop, snap on. And what is nice about this, no, keep it there, is I think you can right click on this. Wait, inventory. Okay, cool. Then we can see we have different variations which we can use. We will just use the normal default one. And let's go ahead. I think there was command and control. We don't have structure. We have a girder segment, which we don't have. We don't have coupling. We don't have payload. We don't have. Well, we got some aerodynamics. What we can do is plop these around here somewhere. Just about here should be fine. And what else can we add? We don't have anything ground, thermal, electrical, communications. We don't have science. We do have science. I do love myself a bit of science. And yeah, let's go ahead and just take one of these mystery goos. This is an experiment, which we can just go ahead and, you know, put it there. I want to make sure it is. It feels like it's snapping weird. Like, is it just me, or is this thing like snapped on an angle? I want to make sure that, I mean, we can put it here to be a bit more. Let's go ahead and just plop it there. It's fine. Okay. And then I think there was, I want to go check out utility. Okay, so parachutes are under utility. Then we have a parachute which we're gonna attach on top. Okay, so we just need to launch this bad boy and then run a bunch of experiments. And yeah, so what we can do, just trying to think if there is something we need to do specifically. We can go ahead and just bring down the amount of fuel and amount of boost, because this thing is not gonna leave the Kerbal atmosphere at all. No, it doesn't have that. We don't have the specific requirements. So we have our stages and whatnot down here on the right hand side. First stage is launching this thing. Second stage is that, the parachutes. And let's go ahead and launch this. I don't think there's anything else we need to worry about. I just kind of want to throw away this again. Okay, it just feels... I don't know. Am I doing something wrong? Oh, that is what's going on. There we go. Now I feel much better. Snapping was never turned on. How dare I? That. And let's just go ahead. I forgot the control for... the controls for, like, keyboard controls. The shortcuts and things. So now that is not centered on the back. I just want to get this thing centered properly. Yeah, that looks fine. Right. Let's go ahead and launch this vessel right now. Should not be that hard. Okay, loading, loading. It's a new day for me, so loading might take some time. Here we are on the launch pad, and this is Jebediah Kerman, which is now our pilot for today. So, first things first, there is actually science to be had here on the launch pad. First of all, we can right click on this, and what is very nifty is this little pin this tool down, which we can just do this, which is very nice. I like it. But we don't need these yet. Thank you. You can go away. Okay. So what we can do is we can take a crew report. All right. And what we can do is just this. We can observe the goo. The goo doesn't seem to be doing much right now. Okay. So as we can see, we're getting a couple of signs like this. We can transmit it because there is like a network kind of thing, like a Starlink for Elon Musk. Same thing. But if we transfer this, we only get 1.3 signs out of this. But if we keep the data, okay, we keep the experiment, we get a little bit more out of that. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to recover the vessel because I want to grab those experiments out of there. Okay, next. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I think if we click on this, we have a pilot. Yep. This is all we need. Launch the vessel. Right, let's get this bad boy in the air, shall we? Hopefully nothing goes wrong. We have SAS is just stability assist, and we have everything looks good to go. Just trying to see. Okay, Z and X is full throttle, no throttle, so that is that. And let's just launch. Alright, there we go. Oh, poop. Okay. Go and crew report. We'll take that because we're flying all over. And because we're like flying now. This is why we're getting some signs out of this. We weren't on the ground. We were now flying on above Kerman. Or Kerbal. Kerman. We were flying above Kerbal. And why does it look like Minecraft? I should probably look into some mods and things. I'm trying to keep the game clean with no mods and whatnot. Just because stability issues. Mods can break a game. But that is fine. So if we quickly take a look over here. We have completed a few contracts. So gather scientific data from Kerbal. We got that. Thank you. We got that. Thank you. First, the world's first milestone. We have broken speed record, launched our first vessel, performed the first one of our experiments at home. We launched our first vessel. We launched our first vessel. Okay, there we go. Done and dusted. Good. Let's go ahead and recover. I don't think we have completed the other contract though. Did we? We had to scatter. No, I think we did. Okay. Next. I just quickly want to... Well, we got 25 science. Let's go ahead and do some research and development. So over here, I want to grab this engineering 101 because we get a experiment out of this. We get two versions of antennas over here, and we get a decoupler. We also get a swivel engine, a hammer solid fuel booster, and a fuel tank over here. So which I think will be great. Let's go ahead and grab those. And then we have 15 signs left, which we can grab at any of these. Okay, so quickly, just one or two things. The solid fuel boosters. Okay, they're basically in the name, boosters. They only have one thing And that's just to switch on and go. And they go with incredible force. You cannot control them. Whereas these, like the swivel over here or this reliant over here, what they can do is, I think this one has a gimbal. Okay, it means the I would say the exhaust of this can rotate in certain directions. It can swivel in certain directions, giving you some control over the ship in which direction it should be flying. I think over here, if we look at this one, this Mark 1 command pod. Now, this is another way of controlling your ship, is with a reaction wheel. So it literally, inside there is a ring or something which has a wheel spinning, giving it like forcing momentum one side to the other. So it's just basically, it's another way of trying to control your ship. So yeah, we have 15 science left. What I'm going to do is I am going to go service bay and getting for the press mat barometer. This is the one thing I want to grab, like so. Okay. It would be nice to actually get this at some stage, but I feel like this is fine for now. I just quickly want to go into the mission control. See, we have orbit, Kerbal, and the atmosphere. Alright, so what we can quickly do before we end of the episode, we're gonna grab this hammer solid fuel booster. We're just gonna test it because we just have to, if all the conditions are met, we just have to be... Oh wait, we have to fly. Ah. No, is it this one? Is it this one? Okay, yeah, this one, the flea. We just have to test this one. Alright? So let's go ahead and accept that. What is nice about this one is that we just need to be on a planet of Kerbal and we need to be at the launch site. And then we just have to test this. Okay, and let's go ahead and click here, click there, and then I think this is the flea. So what we can do is we can take out all the things over there. Let's go see science. And then click on this. And we're just gonna pop this in here and pop this one on here. And we didn't get anything else. Okay, but that's no matter. We just emptied out the fuel for this ship. And then we're gonna quickly launch because we're going to try to complete that one contract. Okay, loading. And there we go. So we are not going to do anything yet. What we are going to do is we're going to log the pressure. All right, please and thank you. We are going to log the temperature. Please and thank you. Just a minor amount of what you would call it, the sciences, but we want to. What is this? Okay, that is interesting. Now all we have to do is run test. There we go. We have completed a contract. Yeah. That's how good we are. Okay, there we go. We can quickly go ahead and recover the vessel. And that should be that. Alright, that. And let's go ahead and take a look at research and development. We got 7. I don't think that is a lot, though. Fuel tank. Thumper. I like that name. I don't know why. It's so old school-ish. What is your name? My name's Thumper. But I want to get to here because we get a science junior, which is a lot of science, extra science modules. Get some radiators, probodobodine, Steputnik. This is, I want to see something. So we don't have anything there. We don't have anything there. That is just controls. Okay, so I think this is our first probe, which is different from the command module. What the command module, command pod does is it gives you a space for a Kerbal to sit in and fly. What this is, there is no space for a Kerbal. Instead, this is a little robot, like it's computerized. It's a computerized command pod which you can use to fly so that you don't put your Kerbals in danger. Right. But with that, I think I'm going to end off the episode here. Thanks so much for joining me here on the Kerbal Space Program. Hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you have any comments, please let me know downstairs in the comment section. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button, share and subscribe and all that kind of juiciness. If you want to see more of this week is going to be focused on Kerbal Space Program. And then next week we're going to focus on, depending on how you guys' reaction is to this series, might be more Kerbal, it might be more Starbase. Anyway guys, thank you so much. See you guys next time. Bye bye.